Hello, it's Charlotte, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today, I have a short but sweet video for you where we are going to be talking about keyword prominence and Squarespace SEO. So I'm going to tell you what keyword prominence is, what it means, how to apply keyword prominence on your Squarespace website, and a whole lot more. But it is also going to be a short and sweet video, so like, wham bam, thank you ma'am, as you say. Okay, let's get right on into it. And before we begin, I'm going to share my screen to remind you that I have a Squarespace SEO checklist, and I'm going to leave a link for it down below so you can grab a copy. And this Squarespace SEO checklist has been downloaded by like thousands and thousands and thousands of people at this point. So you're an excellent company with it. And whether you are just starting out with Squarespace SEO, you're an absolute beginner and you need someone to like point you in the right direction, or if maybe you have been at this for like a little while, but you want to ensure that you have not forgotten anything, you haven't skipped over an important step, then grab a copy of this Squarespace SEO checklist because I know you will find it really helpful. So yep, Squarespace SEO checklist, I've left the link to it down below and you can thank me later once you have it. But now let's dive into it with the topic of today's video, which again is all about keyword prominence. So keyword prominence essentially talks about where the keyword appears on the page and how close to the start of the page content are we talking about. And remember, depending on the type of page you have, whether it's a web page, a blog post, a product page, something that hosts galleries, whatever, your page could be long or it could be short, right? And so we think about how people are interacting with the web page, and oftentimes they are skimming the content. You know, some people are definitely reading it like start to finish, top to bottom. However, other people are just skimming it, looking for like really certain bits of information that are most interesting to them. But we know that everyone starts at the home page, or sorry, the top of the page to like go from there. And so when we're talking about keyword prominence, you want to make sure that you are using the keywords in main places. So whether it's like the title of the page, the main headers of the page, at the top in the introduction, things like that. And I want to show you a couple of examples of how you might be doing that and how you can apply it to your own Squarespace website. So let me share my screen again here. Okay, and so again, going back to this page that I talked to you about, like the Squarespace SEO checklist, again, you know, you can see that I've got keywords like Squarespace SEO checklist, free checklist, like printable, download, like blah, blah, blah. Like it's right up at the top of the page, even though relatively this is a short page, right? But you know, you can see that like right from the start, it's like, here's what the page is about. Here's the main like ideas and that kind of thing. Or if you want to see another example, let's take a look at one of my services pages. So my Squarespace SEO audit and consulting session is another great example. So obviously I've got that right in the page title, my H1 and stuff. But then I think about including a lot of the other keywords that I want to rank for, like expert review website, or like learn about Squarespace SEO, or things like that. Like I'm putting a lot of these keywords or search terms directly in the kind of like main introduction of the page, right? Or like little bits of it here in, you know, like at the top bit. And this is obviously like a really long page, but I wanted to make sure that these keywords are right at the top, very clear, really obvious for people. So I want you to think about how you can do something similar on your own web page, whether again, it's a page, a blog post, a product page, whatever it happens to be. So you're not only including keywords on the page, but you're also thinking about how can we use them in a way that is like super clear and easy for people to see. It's nicely indicated with titles and headers and you know, things like that. But then also that you're using them right at the start of the page content. That can be another factor that both Google looks for, but also a person who's reading or skimming the web page can also be looking to see that. And having the keywords available in that way is a really good sign for them. So anyways, there we go. Short and sweet video today where I talk about keyword prominence. So again, different factors that you want to think about are not only how you're using the keywords on the page, but where you're using them too. So I want you to think about that on your own Squarespace website, and whether we are talking about old pages that maybe you might want to go back and optimize, or if we're talking about new pages, new content, blog posts, whatever it is that you're going to be adding in the future. These are things to keep in mind for sure. And before you go, don't forget to grab a copy of that Squarespace SEO checklist. I'm going to leave a link to it down below. And take a look at the other videos that I have here on my YouTube channel, or all of the other resources, guides, tutorials that I have on my website. There's so much to get you started, no matter wherever you are on your Squarespace SEO journey. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you again soon in the next one. Bye.